Yo, Little Crab here. Today I'm bringing you the Atlas strategy I've been running for the last few days. It is a harvest strat. I've been doing a higher investment version of it. It's not crazy high investment. There's also a medium investment version, which is a little more consistent, but gives you less harvest juice. So the one I've been running is crop rotation. Which its special thing is harvesting crops in your maps has a chance to upgrade the tier of plants of different colors. So we are reducing the chance for yellow to grow in the hopes that we have one or two crops with yellow and a bunch of the other colors. So you'll go in, you'll fight your red first, and then all your blues, and then hopefully have a big juiced yellow with like 2 bosses and 12 of the rares. That doesn't always happen. Sometimes you go in and there's not a single yellow. It's a little rare. That does happen. You still get in those scenarios, you still get a good amount of blue juice. But it's not consistent. You don't always know what you're gonna get. So for both versions, our tree looks almost exactly the same. We're just going for increased effective explicit modifiers in maps and quantity and the harvest things. You don't need to grab any of the chance to contain a sacred grove because we are using horned scarabs of awakening, which allow us to pick imbued harvest on our map device. This gives us a guaranteed sacred grove and also 50% chance for the unchosen crop to not wilt and an additional 50% chance to spawn an additional monster. The lower investment but more consistent version uses the harvest scarab of cornucopia instead of the awakening one. What that one does is if a harvest boss can spawn, it will give you at least one for each color. So if you have a yellow crop, it will have one boss. If you have 2 yellow crops, it's still just one. It gives you one of each. But that one is consistent. You know what you're getting into. With that one, you do not take crop rotation. Your tree would look like this. Block red, and then block blue if you have all your points. I'm a lazy guy, so I don't have all of them. So block red, block blue, and then you're just hoping for a bunch of yellows to show up. The version we're doing, we want to have less yellows so that we can have more red and blue to buff our yellow. Then grab crop rotation. And for the remaining scarabs, we're taking just fragments for quantity. Harvest scarab of doubling, which just doubles your life force dropped. And monstrous lineage. And then we're doing imbued harvest. And I've been running them on cemetery because I like to rush the boss, then clear the map for more altars for quantity and rarity. But I'm not going to do that this time for the video. I'm just going to find the harvest and we'll get straight into it. Wow. Maybe having this many harbingers isn't the best when recording. Sorry for the bit rate. Oh, there's that boss. There it is. Okay, so when you come in, you're going to want to do your reds first, then your blues, and then any that are 2. Like a yellow with a red, because you'll have a chance of the red surviving, which would then buff the last 2 remaining yellows. And this one, there's also the luck of, will our crops wilt, or will we get to do both of them, which really changes how much you get out of it. So let's see. Okay, that one stayed. Thank you. So that's our only, like, red, not with the yellow. So now we're going to do this blue. If there was another red somewhere, I would go do that instead because blue juice is more valuable than red. But it's still nice to get some of that. Okay, now to our blues. And we got lucky there too. Both, we were able to go for both of them. It's already gonna be decent. This is up to 7 rares. This is 5 and that's 4. So we're gonna go for this yellow one first and hope that the red stays to buff the remaining. Did. Wow, we were getting lucky on this one. That's still a decent amount of red. Not what we want, but it does add up. Eventually you sell like 8,000 for a divine. Okay, none of these turned into a boss, but hope both stay. Oh man, we got lucky. Every crop got to do both. That's what we want to see. Fill the screen. And then they also have the chance to be doubled. So when you get a boss, you can still double that and get like 2,000 to drop. You can also get 2 bosses. I don't know if you can go higher than 2 bosses in one crop, but I've gotten 2 within a single one. Okay, let's see the grand total. It wasn't a huge one, but that was a pretty decent run. So that's given us 1 1.33 divine out of the yellow, and then just some random scraps of the other stuff. Like I said, it is not the consistent one, but it's the big gamble. I have gotten 30,000, 24,000 out of a single map when you hit it big. There are times where you get, you know, 1 divine out of it. That's still okay. It adds up. And when you get the scraps of the other things, it really, you can sell this stuff. It's quick. And that was without any altars or anything. If you actually clear your map, it's a little better than that. I will have a link to the atlas tree in the description. And if you're curious about the build, I will be doing a showcase guide, build guide for it in the next few days. So like and subscribe for that. And until then, peace out.